What's good? What's good? What's good? Just gonna do a quick live, making a beat real quick. First beat of the morning. I just loaded up my MPC, and what do we got here? Beats per minute. Let's fuck with that. That sample is by my man Fumes the Threat. He's done samples on my my website, brutalmusic.org. He's a really talented dude. Fumes the Threat. You can find him on here, and he does all types of shit. He does like soul shit. He does a lot of the shit like not to oversimplify it, but like Griselda type samples. He can really do it all, man. He's nasty. So we got the loop. That's one thing I like to do when I'm making a beat. First is I'll get the melody pitched to where I want. You know, I usually stick within 80 BPM to like, I don't go much higher than 85, 86. Sometimes maybe up to like 88. Rarely will I go into making a beat 90 beats per minute anymore. I don't know. It's just kind of the speed that I've settled on. So we got that. That's at 83 beats per minute. So we'll just label that track loop, and now let's find some drums that would probably work for that. So make another program and let's see what we got for some drums. I've been fucking around with some of these Soul Supreme drums lately, so we're gonna fuck with one of these. Let's listen to some. And for this beat, you know, I'm just gonna chop up a loop real quick for the stream and go from there. So let's see what we got here. Woo! I like that. All right, so that's 76 beat per minute right there. So we got it pitched. We got the drums pitched to 83. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat too. Shout out to everyone supporting the beats. Those that don't know, my European homies, Apollo Brown and myself, are touring March 1st through March 13th doing the Beat Life 3 tour. Shout out to Apollo Brown. We're going to be doing shows in Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, Italy, France, and we're rocking with like Marco Polo and Master Ace and Jay with the Damager. So anyways, so yeah, I had to plug that. So you can get those tickets on Apollo's website, apolloprown.com. So we got our drums pitched up 83 beats per minute. Now we don't want to just loop the drums. It gets boring. You know, you want to chop it up a little bit, give yourself some options. So There's one thing I love about the MPC-1. You can just chop it in real time. So here we go. Let's chop it up. So we got our chops. Now, the thing about the MPC-1, when you go and chop it, it's always a little bit behind, from my experience. So you go in and you want to clean it up. We're just chopping kick snare, kick snare, kick snare. So you want to get right on that snare. That sounds pretty good. We're just adjusting the start points on the chop. That's it. Idea. Now, if you do that, then you just press convert, slice. We got our drum break, and I might layer. The good thing about for my beat makers that's in here, when you chop the break up instead of just looping it, then you can layer different drum sounds over it. You can layer snares, layer kicks, and you come up with a whole different sound rather than if you're just looping it. So let's lay those drums down and see what it sounds like. I'll keep the timing on like 16th notes while I'm laying this down for the drum part. Ooh, helps if you got the right program selected. There we go. Pretty good. Let's lay that down. Came in a little late. Let's play. That's the basic chops on the drums and the melody. I'll probably go in and chop the sample up some, and then just to spice up the loop so it's not just a straight 4-bar loop. But while I'm doing this, let me get into let's find some bass that might go with that. Let's hear it. So let's just we'll add another track for the bass. Thing about the MPC is you can just do this thing right here where you press the 16 level and you got your bass sound, and you can make it so you can make a bass line by changing the pitch. That's one thing I've always liked about the MPC. The older ones had it. The 2000 XL, which I used most of my beat making life, had it. And then so you got one bass note, and now you go. So you can make a bass line. Let's check it out. Comes in every you can't really hear the bass on here, but trust me, it's there. So let's get to it. Let's lay this bass down. All right, here we go. So we got a note. Here we go. Sample of the drums, and you know, I might, like I said, I might chop the sample up just to splice it up so it's not just a loop. And you can do the same thing you did with the drums. You just chop 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and you go in and start this, fix the starting points, and it just gives you more options, you know. So it's really that simple from my experience when you're making a beat. You don't need to freaking get all, like, I don't know, scientific, all weird with it. You take a sample, you take a break, or you program the drums. I mean, on future streams, I could do that. Just program and find your kick, your snare, your hi-hat. When you do that, you don't want to use metronome, from my experience. You might want to lay the snare down on the grid, locked in, and then kind of go from there. With take the metronome off and the timing off, and lay the hi-hat and the kick without that, just so it's not all stiff. You know what I mean? But where we chopped a break for that one, it was just, the rhythm's already laid down. So we used the grid on that. And so yeah, man, that's the basic gist of it. It's worked well for me. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Again, thank you all for, tuning in. Thank you everyone that's, I'm hearing some people say you couldn't hear me talking. Well, all right, I'll try to talk louder next time. Thank you, everyone supporting. Guys, follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Brutalmusic.org's got all my music, all my sample packs. I've got a Patreon page too for produce. It's just for beat makers, where I hit people with exclusive samples. Yeah, keep it simple, yes. Exclusive samples. I got beat making tutorials. I do it once a month. We got a sample flipping contest, which has been dope. My homie Jada Pina and C Lance have been on there to help me judge the beats. And, you know, it's just a dope community. So that's my Patreon page for beat makers. So salute to Argentina. Thank you. The album with Capadonna, I was happy that the way that turned out. Again, my European homies, come check for me and Apollo Brown. We're going to be playing beats live in Germany, France, Italy, Belgium, all that type of shit. So, and as far as projects, I was going to play you guys something real quick. The album with Chino XL is dropping very soon. So would you guys like to hear something off of that maybe? It's called God's Carpenter. London, I think we're in London, Architect. The tour dates are all on my Instagram, pinned to the top. And they're also at Apollo Brown's website. So Chino XL is dope. He's nasty. So here we go. I'm going to play you guys one off of that. This one, we don't really have a name for it, but it's one of my favorite that he's done so far. We've got like 10 songs done. We're getting the art done now with my man Vince Omega, looking to drop it soon. We're going to get the vinyl going. But this is one of the tracks off it. Here's a verse off it.
Just hypnotist put me under a spell to be the sickest lyricist to ever exist. That a plot twist, he had a heart attack and died before he could snap me out of it. Recognized by Mets and the Catholic Vatican as a prophet and a keeper of God's pen. Prestigious religious shadow advocate. Cursed with a sacrilegious mind that is deep in a conjoined twin, not fully developed, living in my brain that takes over while I'm asleep. God's pen in either hand make paper pages combust, thus shitting all over your best work without a courtesy flush. Can't be monstrous, nigga. Garbage artist I will eventually kill. Test me by saying I won't. Find a nigga that definitely will. Now that right me the sentence that makes it hard for you to keep sober. My left hand scribes till exhaustion and the right one is causing to take over. Slept and then I woke up Sunday morning feeling at a slight ease. For breakfast left over Kanye asada prepared with white cheese. Reverse your flame, nigga. I am unmatched. Learned at an early age never to be afraid and never to get attached. Was grounded until I applied to conduct myself properly. Energy startling, I was so wired. No need to pay for power on the property. Warranty cherubims and all the way that the crown of thorns are thorn. I shall ignore the I'm done explaining. Heaven has a restraining order on me. The extra white claim she hates. Nothing as either hand creates. And punchlines I ain't swamp like mosquito larvae prefer to incubate. Imaginative, terrifically gifted at a point I can no longer balance it. There were nights that I actually pray to be just a little less talented.
So yeah, he goes on for another like 3 verses. He just rips the beat. That's off the project with Chino. But enough of me just looking at the screen, nodding my head. Shout out to everybody that jumped in the chat. Let me know if that's something you guys like. If you want to see more, like making beats live, I can get more into programming drums, more with chopping the sample. That was just that's the first time I've done a live stream making a beat. So I didn't want to, overcomplicate it. So salute to everybody that's supporting. And yeah, man. Shout out to everyone supporting myself, Young Bangers, Brutal Music. And keep tuning in, man. I got mad love for y'all, man. All right. Y'all have a good day. Go be productive. And God bless everyone. All right. All right. Peace, 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 peace.